You won't believe what's going down in the music world right now. Burna Boy, the African giant himself, is out here claiming Diddy owns me. Hard to imagine, right? This is the same Burna Boy who reached new heights after his Grammy win, but now he says he feels trapped by the music industry. How does a collaboration turn into a full-on hostage situation? In this video, we're spilling all the tea on how Burna's dream deal with Diddy turned into a total nightmare. By the end, you'll see the music industry in a whole new light.
Well, what I said is that, isn't it weird that the government was so interested in Diddy's baby oil that they took 1,000 bottles away from his house? If the government took 1,000 bottles of baby oil and somebody had things what appeared to be baby oil, and then you have to listen to the prosecutor. He said that they seized 1,000 bottles what allegedly to be baby oil. Allegedly to be baby oil. So that's telling people that it wasn't baby oil. And people think that that was baby oil, they out their mind. I don't believe it was baby oil. Yo, bro, when they went up in there, they knew what they was gonna find. They knew what was ever in that baby oil or that those bottles that appeared to be baby oil, they knew about that at first. You gotta realize 9 times out of 10, that individual that got caught at the airport, that was supposed to be their carrier, told them what they was doing and what they had. I wouldn't put him past that he told them everything. So when they went up in there, they knew they had to take whatever was out there, and that thing that appeared to be baby oil, they took that. They got to test every last one of them.
Remember when Burna Boy was on top of the world? Grammy in hand, he truly earned his title as the African giant. But now, rumors are swirling that things aren't as perfect as they seem. Let's take a trip down memory lane to see how Burna went from Nigeria's heartthrob to a global superstar faster than you can say Burna Boy. Born Damini Ogulu, Burna Boy made waves in Nigeria with his unique Afrofusion sound, dropping hit after hit until he became the talk of the town. His album African Giant had everyone, even their moms, dancing and scored him his first Grammy nomination. But that was just the beginning. In 2021, Burna clinched the Grammy with Twice as Tall, and it seemed like he was living the dream, gracing magazine covers, selling out shows, and rubbing shoulders with the biggest names in the industry. But as the saying goes, not all that glitters is gold.
Let's see how much, let's see how many of those come back to be baby oil. Bro, listen to me. Costco don't sell that much baby oil. Where you know sell that much baby oil?
Yeah, I don't know any store that sell that much baby oil. I know Costco, they came out and said that they don't even sell baby oil.
My sentiments exactly.
But you personally, right, what do you believe was in the baby oil?
If you ever seen a massage parlor being raided and they walking out the people, do they take the massage oil with them when they go? No. They just walk out the people who are being arrested. If you ever seen a person getting arrested and the people being arrested in those brothel houses, do they take out the stuff in the brothel houses? No, they don't. They take the individuals who are being arrested out the brothel houses. For them to take 1,000 bottles of baby oil, it's like that they did not leave one. They left people there, but they ain't leave not one bottle. Nobody needed no baby oil. So my whole thing about it is that there was something in that other than baby oil. That's why they took all the bottles. And 9 times out of 10, if I would give it a wild guess, it was, and like some of the people told me, it was probably that GHB.
What's that?
I think it's gamma hydrox. I looked it up, bro. Let me see. See if I can find it. I know this is This is your show and everything like that, but oh no. Let me. Yo, somebody tap dance or sing or do something, you know what I'm saying, while I'm doing this. Oh, here it go right here. It's gamma hydroxy butyric. What is it effect on the body? It's a euphoria, drowsiness, decreased anxiety, and memory impairment. It works on the nervous system and gives you this feeling of euphoria. So they take that and rubbed it on her, and you forget who you are, what you're doing. It can also give you memory loss, drowsiness, and that's under the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Administration.gov.
Rumors started swirling faster than a tornado in Kansas. Fans were whispering that Burna wasn't as happy as he seemed. We all wondered, Burna, what's really going on behind those designer shades? Everyone was scratching their heads, questioning why a superstar at the top of his game would be feeling down. Then, Burna started dropping cryptic social media. One minute, he was celebrating his success. The next, he was hinting at feeling trapped. Today, it was like trying to solve a puzzle with half the pieces missing. Enter Diddy Combs himself. At first, this collaboration seemed like a match made in hip-hop heaven. Diddy, with his vast industry connections and marketing genius, teaming up with Burna, the rising face of Afrobeat. It sounded like a no-brainer, but here's the catch. Why would a star like Burna, already blazing a trail on his own, need Diddy's help? It's like hiring a swim coach when you're already winning gold medals, right? Then came the signs of trouble. Burna wasn't just unhappy. He felt trapped. In interviews, he began dropping hints about creative conflicts and the feeling that he no longer controlled his own music. It was like watching a car crash in slow motion, and we couldn't look away.
You're not even gaming because you won't claim it. No, you want to sit around and pretend to like bitch. That's what y'all do. And then you get these hard jostling.
So I'm just
like
curious.
these are the you like half man. No disrespect, but jostling rough.
Them shoulders is.
And the way she like running up on, I already know she done strapped up on you.
Ooh. So, Jack, let me ask you. There's some of the shocking things.
I hear
that
that mean with a harness.
Oh. Okay, not a harness.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you this. I'm sure somebody's already asked you this, but have you ever been to a P. Diddy party?
Yeah, several, many, honestly.
And so, can you take us through like what goes on, like when you were there?
What did I say when y'all asked me about why was the TD Jakes at the Diddy party?
Yeah.
What'd I say? Money and sex.
That's correct. Were you surprised that there were so many cameras in his houses?
No.
That he was recording these?
Of course. He is the J. Edgar Hoover of hip hop.
Okay.
Y'all done seen him put on the pyramid with a skirt?
So let me ask you, when you hear that Cassie was told to hire male escorts to come and what they call freak-offs now.
Yeah.
Is that something normal that happens in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Freak-offs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody know that. I've been saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many times I got these is wild.
So do you feel like people, when they hear pink cocaine, Young Miami has to bring across?
Wait, the Tusi.
Yeah, the Tusi. That's what they call.
I found out. I talked to my drug guy because I wanted to be informed. Because people was calling it Tusi, that's calling it the Tunchi. I didn't know which one it was, so I talked to my drug guy, and my drug guy filled me in, and then it made perfect sense. Tusi.
Talk to him.
Drugs with Jaguar.
Let's talk.
Drugs education.
101.
So Tusi is the cocaine, but they take the ketamine and cook it up. And they fold it into the coke. Now, if you don't know what ketamine is what they call on the street special K. It's a veterinary drug. It's a horse tranquilizer. Now, gay men have been using this for years. See, back in the day, if you went to a gay party or a gay rave, there were certain drugs that you would always find on hand. Viagra, ecstasy, Special K, and cocaine. Now, see, the cocaine keep you up all night, but unfortunately, it gives you limp noodle because of what the blood flow is. So you wants to fuck with a half-hard dick all night. So that's why you have the Viagra, to make sure that the dick involuntarily stays hard while you're numbing your fucking self with the coke. Now, see, the ketamine, that's a horse tranquilizer. So that relaxes all your muscles. You could get fucked by 80 fucking ton gorillas. You wouldn't feel a thing. So now, your dick is gonna stay hard. You numbed up and you high. You got the ketamine in you so you don't feel shit. And then you add the ecstasy to put in the feeling that you've now blocked out. And now you got a party.
Freak off cocktail.
Yeah.
Now, you might be thinking, how bad could this deal really be? Well, let me tell you, it's not just bad. It's downright scandalous. Rumor has it, Burna Boy's contract with Diddy might be so twisted that it makes those old school record deals look like child's play. Let's dive into what we know about this arrangement between Burna and Diddy. On paper, it sounds like a dream team. Burna Boy, the African giant, teaming up with Diddy, the bad boy of hip-hop. You'd think it'd be all champagne toasts and hit records, right? But word on the street is there's way more to this story than meets the eye. At first glance, the contract probably looked pretty standard. Diddy's label handling distribution, marketing, and all the behind-the-scenes stuff, letting Burna focus on his music. Sounds like a great setup, doesn't it? But here's the catch. There's always fine print, and this fine print is giving off some serious sell your soul to the devil vibes. These music contracts are often more complex than decoding mixed signals from an ex. We're talking about clauses covering everything from royalties and advances to merchandising and touring. And trust me, some of these clauses are sneakier than that one friend who forgets her wallet every time. Ex-wife disorder. Coming out of postpartum depression.
I know a lot of people want to hear these stories and everything like that because this is stuff that happened back in the day. And then maybe that if they knew there was going to ever be a YouTube or they knew there was going to ever be social media, a lot of the stuff probably wouldn't have got played out like it did. But things happen and these are just stories from the past. I would like to use that as, what you call that, just to clear the facts up what's going on. But it all started, we was in Atlanta. And this story starts when I'm with Puff and he's in exotic bookstores and he's doing shopping, right? He's shopping, getting his stuff and everything like that. So, you know, this is the first time I was ever in an exotic bookstore with Puff. So, you know, I'm giving him his space. He's taking things off the shelves and stuff like that because they gave him a brown paper bag. When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there. So I said, damn, you know, he got to go put it on the counter and, you know, show everybody what he's getting. So as he's going, I'm just looking at the places where he's picking stuff from. So there's one part he picked up some things from up here on my left side. And then he picked like quite a few of them down. I'm like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there and it said butt plugs. And I was like, hey, yo, I was messing with him. Because people don't understand, you know, we was like friends. He was a part of the same gang. So I'm still gonna tease him. I'm still gonna mess with him and everything like that. I could do that. It wasn't just no security thing. So I say, yo, what are you getting this for? And it said butt plugs. And he was like, yo, can I do my shopping by myself? I said, yeah, you could do it by yourself, brother. And he started walking and everything like that. When he got to, I just waited at the counter. When he got to the counter, he didn't even have to show the guy nothing. He just gave the guy a wad of money. I mean, like he gave the guy a stack something like this. And Puff wasn't the dude that carried no 20s and no 50s and nothing like that. And I mean, like, he just said, boom. And we walked out the store. So we had to leave Atlanta and go to North Carolina for a show. You understand? And it was him, this rapper, Sarah, and this other girl. We all got on a G5 jet, and we flew to G4 jet, and we flew to North Carolina. So later on that, I think that afternoon, same day, this rapper and him, they all in the room together. You know, it's Sarah, the girl, Puff, and this dude, this rapper. So
Burna isn't the first artist to find himself tangled in a messy contract. Remember Prince? He literally wrote "slave" on his face in protest against his Warner Brothers deal. And we can't forget TLC, who sold millions of records but still ended up broke because of their contract. This isn't Diddy's first rodeo either, if you know what I mean. So what's really at stake for Burna? His music? His money? His freedom? Girl, it might just be all of the above. These contracts can seize control of an artist's entire career. They can dictate Burna's sound, his image, and even his collaborations. It's like being in a relationship where your partner controls what you wear, who you hang out with, and even what you eat for breakfast. Now here's where it gets juicy. Burna dropped a bombshell that had us all gasping. Turns out he might have signed away more than just his music. In a recent interview, Burna hinted that the contract gives Diddy a cut of everything. And I mean everything. We're talking his tours, his merchandise, even his endorsements. It's like Diddy has his hands in all of Burna's pies, leaving him with little more than crumbs.
I'm hearing at the door and stuff like that, like, yeah, so then next thing you know, somebody rang the doorbell. We had the presidential suite where we was at. So I opened the door and the dude said, yo, I'm here for my cousin. I said, who your cousin? And he said, Ja Rule. I said, well, he busy right now. He said, he busy doing what? I said, he with Puff, they're in the room, they busy, they don't want to be bothered. He said, well, I'm going in there. I said, bruh, you ain't going in there because he told me they don't want nobody to be bothering them. And he was like, yo, I don't care, man, I'm going in there. That bull like that. I said, yo, bruh, Jesus Christ had to come down here and take the air out of my body before you get in that room right there. Watch. He tried to bum rush me. I grabbed him and threw him against the piano. When I threw him into the piano, Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the naked. And so then Ja was like, yo, what's going on? Yo, G, that's my cousin. He know me well, you know, and Puff was like, yo, G, what happened? I said, he tried to get in the room. I told him he couldn't get in the room. And he was like, he just looked, Puff looked at Ja. He said, yo, Ja said, you ain't want to go in that room. There's a lot of freaking going on. So I was like, oh, he said it was a lot of freaking going on. So that was basically that story, man. You know what I'm saying? They went back in the room. Dude felt a certain kind of way, and he left out. So I seen them at the concert the next day, and they tried to, you know, form up against me. But my man Frank was like, I told my man Frank, I was like, yo, Frank, put yourself in that position. Somebody trying to get in the room, and Ja told you don't let nobody get in the room. What would you do? Now, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, man, but you know I ain't taking no losses. He said, yo, you good, and that was it. Bruh, when Ja said, you don't want to come up in there, a lot of freaky stuff is going on. You got to use your mind. What they was doing with those butt plugs.
right. Yeah,
that was crazy.
With Diddy's hands in every part of Burna's career, you'd think Burna would be living large, right? But what if I told you this deal was actually dishing out a whole feast of chaos? The industry is buzzing with rumors about behind-the-scenes battles that would put even reality TV drama to shame. At first, Burna and Diddy were all smiles, flooding Instagram with pictures of studio sessions, yacht parties, and VIP events, serving major friendship goals. It looked like we were watching the birth of a hip-hop power duo. But behind the filters and hashtags, it was a completely different story. Tensions started heating up faster than a hot pocket in the microwave. We're talking about studio arguments intense enough to make Simon Cowell look like a softie, Creative differences would be putting it mildly. It was more like full-blown creative warfare. And when it came to the money, things got messier than a pair of Crocs on a high-fashion runway.
He should have enough money to
He
check.
put the boots to that girl. She's supposed to be a good bitch. No matter who she with. All the time he putting a groom in her. Of course he thought it was still gonna work. He thinks he's God.
All right.
Ain't doing shit. Raped the f out of that bitch, put the boots to her last time I seen her. Her and her trainer, boyfriend, husband. I don't get no.
So you hear about stories of Diddy like shooting people,
Yeah.
blowing up cars.
Yeah.
Is he this gangster that behind the scenes that is that him or is that people
Shout
around
out to Wendy Williams, the first woman to uncover the homo thugs. That's what these down low bitches was called when Wendy first started talking about it in the 90s, the homo thug. She talking about Diddy.
him? And then what's the stuff that's happening with Wendy Williams? You think this is all connection too?
Of course. They've been waiting. He's been waiting. He was waiting for Kim. Remember? He was waiting. The casket was ready. She was literally casket ready.
Some people are saying the whole Wendy Williams documentary that she's pretty much allegedly playing this way to keep herself safe from him, from any unaliving.
It's been working for Orlando Brown. Why wouldn't it work for Wendy?
to play crazy.
Why wouldn't it work?
Hey, no. Hey.
The oosh goss, whoosh wash. and
Bop.
Orlando's brilliant.
Right.
Yeah,
Y'all spent time with him.
we did.
Yeah.
He's highly intelligent.
Yes.
Imagine what it's been like to wear this character for this long.
No. I can only.
That shit he does is a character. Actually, the shit he does online is the best acting he does.
Is he speaking truth?
Of course he is.
You know? We seen Quiet on set.
Major pain in his ass. Literally. Since he was a kid.
Man.
And then eating milk, running the fuck around, talking about expensive pain
now,
in his ass.
wait, this is Philly you're talking about now. Wait a minute, Jack.
Me.
Wait a minute.
He's a fucking Fruit Loop. He Diddy fried.
This is Philly.
He's a deep fried period. He Diddy fried. He Diddy fried. He the Diddy do our bop. Fuck me. Real rap.
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was him. Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas.
Man.
She been waiting to drop that shit on Meek.
Oh,
She just wasn't gonna tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why not?
So then who's the guy who's claiming he recorded it?
Oh, somebody that got
bouncer.
paid?
Yeah, he said like I was
Yeah,
standing
somebody
outside the
that
door.
got paid.
Yeah.
Just like it wasn't seminal fluid that Justin Bieber was wiping away from his mouth when he brought his face up from Odell Beckham's groin in a club with Trey Songz on the lookout.
the images are there.
Diddy five. Hashtag no Diddy.
Hashtag no Diddy.